What is the Brit Chadasha? Let's take a look. Brit Chadasha is Hebrew for the New Testament. Brit Chadasha can be translated as the New Covenant. The word Brit means covenant, as we see an example when Yahweh made a covenant with Noah and his family. Genesis 6, verse 18. But I will establish my covenant, Brit, with you, and you shall go into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Chadashah means new or fresh, as we see in Psalm 51, verse 10. Create in me a clean heart, O Yah, and renew, Chadash, a right spirit within me. Just like in our previous video, we saw that the Tanakh, or Old Testament, can be broken down into three major parts. That is, the Torah, the prophets, and the writings. Also, we can break down the Brit Hadashah, the New Testament, into three major parts. Part number one is the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Part number two is the 8 letters, like the letters of Romans, Colossians, and Galatians. And part number 3 is the book of Revelation, the last book of the Bible. The Brit Hadashah, also known as the New Testament, contains the teachings, life, death, and resurrection of Yeshua Messiah, as well as the writings and letters by the early first century followers of Yeshua, such as the apostles Peter, James, John, and Paul. As the Tanakh pointed to the coming Messiah, the Brit Hadashah presents Yeshua in the flesh as the fulfilled promise of the Tanakh. This is why many letters in the Brit Hadashah, the New Testament, start off with stating this wonderful truth. For example, Romans chapter 1, verse 1 to 3 says, Paul, a bondservant of Yeshua Messiah, called to be an apostle, separated to the gospel of Elohim, which he promised before through his prophets in the Holy Scriptures, the Tanakh, concerning his son Yeshua Messiah, our Master, who was born of the seed of David according to the flesh. Praise Yah. So, do you prefer to say the Hebrew terms Tanakh and Brit Hadashah, or perhaps you just call it the Old and New Testament? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you and shalom.